Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy, also known as ETCG1 when posting videos on this channel. And of course, if it is your birthday, happy birthday! This video is totally informal. In fact, when it ends, I'm probably just gonna let it end. My dad stopped by for a visit a couple of weeks ago. We had a really great time. We stopped by the shop, as you'll see in this video. We also took a ride in the Fairmont. That's covered in another video for premium members of my website. I'll link that down in the description if you're interested. Aside from that, well, I enjoy spending time with my dad, and those of you that have watched ETCG1 for a while, I've done a few videos with him. You also seem to like him, so he's a likable guy. I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's just get to the shop and the visit that I had with my dad. Hi, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Dad's checking out the mini cylinder head and the valves that I bent. He originally thought that they were out of a lawnmower when he saw them in my kitchen. I'm still chuckling about that.
Briggs and Stratton.
Actually, I think Briggs and Stratton might be bigger than that. Yeah. But he stopped by the shop, and well, we just got back from a ride in the Fairmont.
The guys at Tim Garage back in New York will be jealous if they see this. So.
Good. Let's make them jealous.
Tim and Kevin, Brett, and Paul. Good bunch of guys.
Hi, Tim, Kevin, Brett, and Paul. Take care of my dad.
Yeah, they always do. Great bunch of guys.
What are your thoughts on the shop, Dad, and stuff?
Coming along nice. Got a lot of nice equipment here. A lot of cars to work on. See my old truck sitting over there. So
I was just going to ask you.
Back some memories.
I was just going to ask you, what seeing your old truck, how'd that make you feel?
Old.
Well, I mean, not that old.
Down, yeah.
Well, not that old.
No.
I hope to get into that later this year.
Yeah.
I can make it pretty.
Yeah.
I thought about using it to tow a trailer and the car, but I just don't think it's enough truck. I mean, I think you can add the power and everything. I just don't think it would be very stable.
Yeah, it would need different suspension and everything to
That's precisely
do
my
that.
point. Yeah. So I think what I'll end up doing with that is trying to track down like that diesel we saw down the street, that 24 valve.
The diesel
Dodge.
pole.
Yeah. Yeah, something with dual axles, maybe even like that.
Right.
That'd be a lot more stable going down the road than that guy. But what a pretty truck.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the best son ever.
Yeah, they made them nice back then.
Oh, indeed. Here we are with an engine apart and all this stuff. What else is catching your eye in the shop while you're walking around here?
See some nice big tires there. They're going somewhere.
Oh yeah, let's go look at the tires. I just got the wheels for this yesterday. These are my Mickey Thompson drag tires, and the wheels are about as wide as these are, and they're sticky just sitting here.
Yeah. Gonna have
Right?
a lot of grip.
Yeah, and they just sort of drew lines on the outside and called it a tread.
Well, that's the way they get away with not having slicks.
Well, yeah, and well, these are DOT, I believe. You can drive these on the street.
Right.
So, but I'm looking forward to burning the stickers off of these when I get these mounted. There's a whole procedure. In fact, I was talking directly with Mickey Thompson on these, and he was telling me about, you measure the circumference, you get your tire pressures and everything correct, because if your wheels aren't the same diameter, you have a chance of going like left or right. It'll pull to one side, so you got to be mindful of that.
Different size.
Yeah. So you got to be mindful of that when you put them in, but. Yeah, you saw the wheels for these yesterday, which I thought were,
very nice.
Those were pretty.
Powder coated, nice and pretty.
Right. And then we'll take you for a ride when we get these on. It'll pull then.
Oh.
Not that it doesn't now.
I'll bring my Depends along.
You completely looked over Scarlett Johansson. That's a pretty car. That's like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, like, if I were to compare it to a vehicle in the 70s, it would be like a 442. So like Chevy's got their, all right, so this would be like the Camaro. The Integra would be like the Chevy Camaro. That would be like the Oldsmobile 442. So like the gentleman's hot rod. But what's cool about that is it's got a 6-speed.
You can see a little Oldsmobile in it.
Yeah. Well, I just mean as far as like, that's the dude that's got a little bit of money and is driving the nicer car. Yeah. Yeah. Not the, punk kid who's driving around the Chevelle, sorry.
Yeah, it's before the personal luxury house. I resemble that. Had 3 of them.
Room in the shop thing is also a thing. As you've noticed, I've got a few cars outside now. And I'm going to give that Civic to Paige. So that'll go away here soon. In fact, as soon as I get this Mini out of the way, which was originally supposed to be his, as soon as I get that going, then I'm gonna pull that Civic in and do a couple things to that, get that up to him, so he has something to drive. Something besides a pickup truck that guzzles gas.
Yep.
Hasn't really changed much outside of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this time with Dad in the
yes.
shop.
It's always interesting to go around and look at this sort of stuff.
Yeah, we're car nerds. All right, be safe, have fun,
It's
stay dirty.
mechanical, I like that.
Well, you say it this time. This way I don't interrupt you.
Have fun, stay dirty.
I love that. See you next time.